Food safety is a big issue with many people dealing with lost power. I'm at the cafe here at the Hospital St. Raphael with Ann Belforte, a clinical dietitian, to talk to us more about what to do with the food we have in our refrigerator. All right, it's been 48 hours now. Is there anything we can salvage?
So when it comes to food safety, the two main factors you want to consider are time and temperature. So as you mentioned, we're already 48 hours out, so it may be difficult to salvage most food at this point. Once food exceeds 40 degrees Fahrenheit for greater than 2 hours, we would have to discard all perishable food at this point.
All right, so we should tell people we need to discard what?
The milk, of course, so anything dairy-based, definitely once it exceeds 40 degrees Fahrenheit for over 2 hours, we want to discard that.
And why is that?
Just pathogens are able to build up at this point and may cause foodborne illness if consumed.
In general, do we just need to discard most things?
Most things in the refrigerator at this point would probably not be salvageable. The freezer may be a different story, so depending on if it was fully packed, a freezer, if it wasn't unopened, it can remain at temperature for 48 hours. But what you should do to be safe is check the thermometer in the freezer. If it is 40 degrees or below, you may be able to refreeze some of these items. If you're not able to, if you don't have a thermometer in the freezer, you would want to take the temperature of each individual item to determine if it's safe for consumption.
And what about vegetables?
So pre-cut vegetables that you see here, we would want to discard those if they were kept in the refrigerator at this point, just because they would not be safe.
Now, I know people are probably looking at their food, smelling it, checking to see if they should discard that, but you say you really shouldn't rely on that.
Exactly. It's not acceptable to rely on the odor or the appearance of a food to determine whether or not it has potential pathogens that could cause disease.
And why is that?
Some are odorless. It's just some are naked to the visible eye. So we wouldn't be able to determine if a food could be potentially dangerous just by looking or smelling it. So it's really best to discard it if questionable.
The bottom line here?
If you're in doubt, it's better to discard the food at this point.
Ann Belforte, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
On the scene at the Hospital St. Raphael, Jocelyn Mamenta, News 8.